there was a game this weekend. Oh, there was a game. Well, let's ask Jim Harbaugh how it went.
I'm bitterly disappointed with the officiating today. That spot, the graphic display is the interference penalties. The one not called on us, on Grant Perry, clearly was being hooked before the ball got there. And the previous penalty they called on Delano Hill, the ball is uncatchable and by the receiver. See, I'm bitterly disappointed in the officiating. Can't make that any more clear.
Did you think I forgot? Like, did you think I missed the game? I mean, it's not even worthy of a rant, but, you know, off the top of the dome, crank it up. Look, you're Michigan, we're Ohio State. You are the stepchild. You understand? This is a hammer and nail type situation. I think we won 12 of the last 13, and by we, I mean the 19-year-old kids that aren't getting paid that are making me happy. We won like 12 of the last 13, whatever it is. Jim Harbaugh, who knew? The dude that drinks milk and wears khakis couldn't beat Ohio State. Huh? Didn't see that coming. Maybe, hey, you know what? Let's get some advice from Jim Harbaugh.
How much milk do I have to drink to be big enough to be quarterback?
That is a great question. And I love that you're thinking about that. Drink as much milk as your little belly can hold.
He should have ended that statement with, go ahead, kid, drink as much milk as I do, and you can one day lose to Ohio State too. And by the time you get bloated from drinking all that milk, you can fit into these khakis without a belt. They really like that look. Who's got it better than us?
Who's got it better than us?
Ohio State. The Ohio State University to you. Put some spec on our name. Y'all, you know what? Y'all ain't even deserving of a full rant. You're not even deserving. Urban Meyer, close out the rant early right now.
That's my wife. I'll get right back to you. I'm at the press conference. All right, bye. She said bring a gallon of milk home on the way home.
Troll job, Urban. I see you. I didn't even know Urban Meyer was trolling Jim Harbaugh at the beginning of that whole thing until I listened to some radio. Full disclaimer, man. Shout out to the Dan Patrick Show. I heard it at the end of the press conference, but it didn't hit me. And my man Urban Meyer just gave him a little troll. My wife said, pick up some milk. You know? Hey, old khaki might need something to drink on the way back through his tears. Oh, Michigan. You're so cute. You're so cute. I mean, you were close. I mean, you guys were so
almost
close.
there. Almost there.
Michigan can't beat Ohio State. It's just the way it is. Have to go full Sidney Green on you. Ain't that Wesley Snipes character from White Man Can't Jump? It's Sidney something. Any black dude, any dude named Sidney is good at fighting, by the way. My name is Kortney, and I'm pretty good at fighting. Like not like, you know, Conor McGregor good, but like, you know, I'll bite you on the bottom of a pile good. You know, I'll do whatever I got to do. I've hit a dude with a brick in his nuts before. I was 12 years old. Where are we going here? Oh, man. Them dudes was close, man. I mean, it was good. Hey, you know what? But thanks, Michigan. Because if not for y'all, we'd have nobody to beat once a year. You know, if not for y'all. If not for you coming in gymmed up with all that hope, we ain't have anything good. But you know, y'all put up a good fight. You put up incredible fight. You put up a good fight. Till you start throwing pick sixes. Can't even get my words out right. So how excited I am. I'm excited. It's a hammer nail type situation when it comes to Michigan and Ohio State. Now, truthfully, let's get to the game. It was actually an excellent game, and truth be told, and you know, all fun and games, whatever rant, it's all in good fun, Michigan fans. Come back. You guys are cute, you know? Plus, you had to deal with like the refs and all that. I didn't even know the referees reffed a bad game until like I got on Twitter, and then I found out. Then I watched it, and I was like, I didn't think it was that bad. Pass interference was horrible. The bottom line, though, is truth be told, Michigan, you bailed out Ohio State. You bailed them out. Ohio State outplayed Michigan, you know, just looking at the game. However, Michigan should have won that game. You had the opportunity. When you're on the road, I mean, these kids are 19, 20 years old. When you're on the road, at that point, you just got to execute in order to win the game. You had the game won. You had the game won. I think they're up 17-3 or something crazy like that. Had the game won. Ohio State couldn't move the ball at all. So what I think about Michigan hasn't diminished whatsoever. I do think, though, Michigan quarterback not being healthy, that's an issue. They're not as good of a team. If that quarterback is healthy, Ohio State loses that game. They lose that game. And I still am suspect of Ohio State's offense. It still ain't good. Yeah, sure, Curtis Samuel, and they ran the ball well. And, I'm not going to be raw. I'm an Ohio State fan, and, the rant is fun. It's fun. That's the only reason I do it. It's fun. Please don't email me and get all gemmed up. It's fun. But Ohio State's not that good. Ohio State's not the second best team I saw this year. At their best, I think they're the second best team. But at Michigan's, I'll take that back. At everybody's best, I think Michigan is the second best team. I think Ohio State is, probably 3 or 4, and USC's in there somewhere. But as far as making it through the season, there's something to be said for that. Making it through the season, Ohio State did that. And they made it through the season with 1 loss. It's going to get weird now because you got this whole conference championship, Big Ten thing. So even though Ohio State has the least amount of losses in the conference at 11-1, they're not going to the conference championship because they lost to Penn State. Penn State, even though they lost to Michigan, Michigan lost 2 division games. So Penn State goes to the conference championship now against Wisconsin. By the way, a team Ohio State beat in overtime as well. So now you got this weird business where Ohio State may not make it in, but, I think they're fine. And even if we don't get in, like hypothetically, and I say we, meaning me and all the other 19-year-olds that aren't getting paid, even if we don't get in, we still win. We don't have to get in. The trophies stay here. Even if Ohio State doesn't get in, look, man, we beat all comers except for Penn State. Beat them all. Oklahoma, boom, beat them. Wisconsin beat them. Michigan beat them. Got more top 5 wins than anybody in the country. We beat them all, dude. Like so the trophies stay here. Even if they don't get in the top 4, trophies stay here. I'm like Ike Turner and what's the love got to do? Hey, name stay here. Name stay here. That's what they did. The trophies stay here. Put some spec on our name. I think Ohio State was the best team last year. Regardless, though, the game was good. Michigan, once again, you guys were almost there.
And you were almost there.
Good effort.
Almost there.
Good job. Good effort. Good job. Going forward, though, it's one of those things that does definitely make the college football, thing interesting. Oh, and by the way, before I move on to other college football over the weekend, because it was good. By the way, this is going to be a sports-heavy podcast. So all you guys that ain't into the sports, I'm sorry. I am going to do the story about the homeless guy later on in the show. So, you can look at the podcast, skip ahead. You can check out that, and then come back. Before I move on to other college sports, Washington. Now, maybe I'm only hearing this because I live in Seattle. Washington, I don't like the way y'all try to disrespect Ohio State. I heard you and I saw you. And I didn't say anything to y'all because I didn't want to break your little hearts. But let me be quite frank with you guys. You guys are rooting against Ohio State. I'm not sure why. Somebody told Washington fans that Ohio State losing was beneficial to them. I don't understand. Then after the 5th person told me that, I just stopped them because, not to pat myself on the back, but I know some sports. I tend to watch sports, so when you say stupid stuff to me, I just let it roll off. Like when people say, Seahawks have a great offensive line, I just let it move on. Hey, the right tackle was okay. Somebody on ESPN told you that. But after the 5th person came up to me and said, Ohio State's losing. Yeah, I want Ohio State to lose. I was like, why is that? Oh, because if Ohio State loses, it's good for Washington. I said, why is that? Because Ohio State's number 2 and Michigan's number 3, so it would be an upset. I said, yeah, but if 2 and 3 are playing, wouldn't 3 just go to 2? And then wouldn't the two that you're rooting against be the two that you wanted to lose? And yeah, but the way it works, they'll drop down. Yeah, but if 2 beats 3, won't 3 drop down? And if you're 5, do you think 3 is going to move to 4 or they move to 6? And if 3 were to drop down, if they beat 2, wouldn't 2 drop less than 3? 3 dropped if they, well, I don't know. It makes no sense. Ohio State, Washington, and Michigan had the exact same record going into Sunday. They're all 10-1, all of them. So if all of you guys are 10-1 and we're doing this whole ranking system, only one team of Ohio State and Michigan, and come to find out Washington won. So only one team at the end of the week was going to have 2 losses. The 2-loss team was going to be underneath the teams that lost 1 game. So what the hell are you rooting against Ohio State for? I know what happened, dude. This had nothing to do with the rankings. It had nothing to do. People filling your head. Maybe you ignorant people, I'll let you off the hook. But I seen the look in some of you guys' eye. I seen the gleam in your eye. First of all, I believe you're rooting against Ohio State because it may be some hateration, holleration in the dancery. Second reason you're rooting against Ohio State, and this is really the reason I think you're rooting against Ohio State, you suckers are scared of Alabama. Every last one of you suckers is scared of Alabama. So you are hoping Ohio State will lose, Washington gets up to 4, and then Michigan will lose another game, and y'all could get the 3 or the 2 spot. It's a lot of suckers. Because now y'all know, because Ohio State won, they're going to be 2, which means you're going to get your head caved in by either Alabama or Ohio State come around January 2nd, 3rd or so. Just get ready. Hateration. Put some spec on our name, Washington. I let you off the hook. I'm not letting you off the hook no more. And the flag will be flying. Stop acting like suckers, man. Sit up here, play the team in front of you. Don't worry about it. Worry about the Washington Cougars. Worry about that dump truck of a schedule. Awful schedule y'all got. Worry about the Cougs. Oregon State. Get out of here. And be prepared. Get this wax. You best believe, too. You best believe. I might, as a matter of fact, if Washington plays Ohio State, I might go ahead and go to the University of Washington campus and set up shop in the front of the bookstore. Me and Sling TV. I might just broadcast it on a big screen and watch the game with all of you losers. Sitting up here being scared. Stop being scared. Stop being scared. Y'all are actually a good team. They're rooting against Ohio State for what? And it's not even like I really care because I don't actually play for the team. So no matter how hard I root, it doesn't change whether they win or not. It's just that I have the luxury of rubbing it in your face. By the way, last time Ohio State played Washington, 2007. And I believe they let that hammer on you. That was the Brian Hartline, James Laurinaitis team. And they dropped that hammer on you guys, and I believe you lost every game that season. So, tread lightly. Tread lightly.